everyone, my name is Shiny, and today the update that I have been waiting for a long time has finally come into fruition. Sukuna getting both of his parents inside Minecraft Jujutsu Kaisen. Before this video starts, I need to get a warning ad first. From now on, my channel would be focused more on the manga side, and especially this video is pretty much a whole manga only episode. So if you haven't read the manga, you should probably not watch this video, but I highly recommend you to check out the manga. It's worth it, I promise you. So that was the warning. This video is all about manga content, and now that I have gotten that clear, let's get into the actual course of the video by first of all transforming into Sukuna, which is quite an easy thing to do. All you have to do is eat Sukuna's finger, and just like that we have transformed into Fushiguro Sukuna, or Meguna, so many different names. For this video, I'd keep it simple and call him Meguna. So now that we have turned into Meguna, I would like to first of all showcase a brand new item added, which is Fushiguro Sukuna's clothes, as you can see right here. So all I have to do is equip that, and then you get the Shinjuku Showdown outfit. And on top of that, if you combine it with Fushiguro Toji's pants and the Geta, which is the items from the Zenin family, you are now able to equip as the full Meguna's clothes, just like that. It looks so sick. I wish I had this when I was, making a bunch of the Meguna versus Gojo video, which I think now I need to remake some, because 1.20 with all their animations and stuff, it's worth taking a brand new look into it. So I'm going to keep on eating my fingers until I have reached the number that belongs to Sukuna, which is actually 19 and not 20, because one finger was hidden away from Sukuna. Well, technically the latest chapter exposed where that finger was, but I don't know if I should talk that much into the future. And now that we have consumed 19 fingers, we have all of Sukuna's moves, of course, but the biggest difference is that we have 17,000 curse power, so we are insanely strong now. And the way I'm going to be showcasing the updates in this video is the same as usual on my channel. I'm going to be fighting my Shikigamis alongside this dummy, and of course the brand new features that have been added, such as if you sneak with Max Elephant, you can use the piercing water now, even though it's called piercing blood, because it's just a texture change. So I think Orca did not bother to change the name as well. Very last thing before I start off this video, if you want to get this Jujutsu Craft mod made by Orca yourself, I have put all the download links in the description of this video, so go check it out. I have previously already showcased the 10 Shadows technique, so you can check that video out if you want to see all the classic ones, such as the Divine Dogs. But in this video, I'm going to be solely focused on the new updates, which would begin with Nue. So for everyone who has played this mod before, you know that if you summon Nue, it is this compact one that Fushiguro Megumi can summon himself. So you can ride Nue, but you can't really control him because he just attacks on his own. So let's quickly desummon him. So the new feature added to Nue is now, if you sneak, the Nue becomes bold. Let me get into a shadow. So what happens when Nue is bold is, first of all, his cost becomes 2 times more expensive. But when you summon him, you summon the Gigantic Nue that Meguna summoned in the early fight against Itadori and Maki from the Culling games. And this one, he shouldn't usually spin like that in 360 degrees, but the Thunder Strike that he summons is enormous in the range. Like, let's take a look when he uses it again. There we go. So yeah, now he attacks all 360 degrees the lightning span. And let's see how much damage he actually does to the dummy. Oinue. 82. Okay, I think 82. Oh my goodness. I think that did 82.5 damage at least 6 or more times, maybe even like 7, 8. Yeah, this Nue is just insane. The range, the size, the health, like everything about him is uncomparable to the small version of Nue. So yeah, you are able to summon this big Nue. Of course, the cost is expensive, but if you're Meguna, that's not a big problem. You have 18,000. Oh yeah, I ate the 20th finger because I remember that Meguna did reach the powers of 20 fingers, consuming other cursed objects that managed to regain all his 20 finger power. If you have 18,000 cursed power, 500 is nothing, so it's always worth to summon the bigger Nue. Technically, you can ride this big Nue like that, even though you can't see yourself because you're inside the newest hitbox. You can slightly maneuver it. It's very slow, but I think the damage purely outweighs the slowness of this Nue. Next one we got is Toad. So if you guys remember, the normal Toad, if you summon him, is this green little boy that hops around the enemy and tries to attack him, maybe bite him occasionally. And you can also ride the Toad just like that, even though you don't really have much control over him. It's like very slow. How do you say it? It's like sliding on an ice. You don't feel much secure in the control. So now we can summon this thing I call Shadow Toad. If you all read the manga, you know that the Shikigamis that Meguna summons are like a shadowy black form because he prefers the maneuver or like the movement because he can imbue the power to make them strong either way without them having like a proper form. It's quite hard to explain, isn't it? I don't remember whether a Shadow Toad was there, but I'm guessing that's what it is for. So hopefully in the future we can get the Shadowed Divine Dogs, but yeah, this is the Shadow Toad we have and we can also ride him as well. He looks very weird. I have summoned both the Shadow Gamma and the normal Gamma. This is how they look next to each other. Which one do you guys personally prefer in the looks? You know, I gotta say the normal Gamma looks way cuter, but the Shadow Gamma, I don't know, something about him. It looks like he's texture glitched, honestly. Next, we got Max Elephant or Bansho. So if you guys remember him, if you just summon him normally, it's a pink elephant that does some water attacks on the opponent, just like that. But now, if we shift, the Max Elephant becomes Piercing Blood, or to be more specific, Piercing Water. You know, we just don't have the translation for that properly added. If you use the Piercing Blood instead of Max Elephant, you charge up your attack like Senketsu, the actual Piercing Blood, and then if you release it, you shoot and destroy the opponent. Are you serious? We broke the dummy, so we don't know how much damage it took. What if we do it against Big Mouth? Hopefully we can see the numbers. I'm gonna fully charge it. Power gets determined between how long you charge, and once you see these blue particles, that's the max power. Okay, I have no idea how much damage it does. It has to be pretty damn strong for it to one-shot a dummy. I mean, Big Mouths are not problems, but yeah, we can have a bunch of them together. You know, no charge. Okay, even no charge destroys them completely, and we have like piles of dead bodies. And the cost is actually 200, so it's quite a convenient side. That's the new move added. If we shift the Max Elephant, it becomes Piercing Water that Meguna used against Gojo in his fight. Next, we got a new summon, Meguna specific Shikigami, which is the round deer or Madoka. Madoka first appeared in the fight against Megumi's sister, whose body was controlled by Yorozu. What we found out about Madoka is it has reversal technique, so it actually heals the user who summons it. And yeah, it was too strong for Megumi to concur, so that's why it never came out. The more I reread the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, like the more I feel pity for Megumi, dude. He's actually just a Mr. Potential who accomplished nothing. Round deer has been added to this mod for a pretty good amount of time now, but I waited until we got like a more concrete update for Meguna, so I thought this would be a good occasion to show it. So when we summon it, this is how he looks like. Very beautiful deer, isn't he? To showcase the ability of the reversal technique that the round deer has, I had to go survival mode. So all you have to do is go near him, like around here, especially under the neck, and then look at the speed that he just healed me to full HP. He is a crazy healer. I gotta say, round deer or Madoka greatly changes how useful 10 Shadows technique is now. I believe Madoka can help you out quite immensely in the fight now. So the way Madoka fights is that they use their reversal output to damage and destroy the opponents. So Madoka might actually be the most useful Shikigami you can use to fight cursed spirits. So if you look at it again, like that. So the white particles that are coming out is the output that Madoka is using right now. Completely destroyed Big Mouth like it was nothing. Let's see how long it would take for a special grade to die. Oh! He's trying to fight back. Some fire. Oi! Madoka, you good? Special grade is actually pretty tough, isn't he? Another thing, Madoka is also not that fast, but it makes sense. Madoka is supposed to be a tanky Shikigami who heals. There we go. And Madoka has killed the special grade. Technically, I already showcased the Piercing Ox, Kangyu, and Tiger Funeral Koso before, but since I'm showcasing Meguna specific Shikigamis right now, I'll just re-showcase them right here. So for Piercing Ox or Kangyu, when you spawn him, he is already in the shadow form just like that, and his specialty is charging into the opponent just like that, destroying all the blocks on the way as well. And I gotta say, he is one of the most useful Shikigamis you can own, because he is so fast when he dash. Okay, unless he gets stuck like that. whenever he dashes, it's so fast, it's actually very hard for the NPCs to hit him. So he can be like a very annoying Shikigami that keeps on coming in and out of the fight. Let's spawn in some big mouse to get destroyed. Oh, that feels so nice just looking at it. Oh, just TP's back. And again, we can test out how long it takes for the special grade insect. Okay, insect is charging. My boy Kangyu is completely destroying the terrain. He just came out of the building. Okay, probably 1 or 2 more hits and insect has to be dead. Nice charge. Still alive. Okay. So far, I'm like more impressed with the fact that insect can survive for this long instead of, you know, Kangyu and Madoka not killing him very immediately. Alright. Very, very good kill once again. Next, we got Koso, who, based on the AI, fights very much like Divine Dog Totality, but is just way more stronger than it. So let me, okay, the terrain's like getting absolutely wrecked right now. Let me spawn in a dummy here and have our boy attack it. 81! So if you guys remember Nue's lightning damage, that was like 82.5 or something. So Koso, or Tiger Funeral, does around the same amount of damage with just his normal slashes. What is he doing? You good, bro? Alright, now let me summon in the mobs so he can just one-shot them instead. Nice. Oh, pure beauty. And let's have him fight against special grade insect as well. Let's take a look. Okay, insect doing some barrage attack. Nice slashes. Did you guys see that tiger claw mark? I believe that is a new animation that has been added. Okay, come on, Koso. You're better than this. Ooh, okay, good burst attack from the insect. Okay, so far the tiger is getting destroyed. He has like a force field that somehow is denying him from like going towards the insect. Okay, there we go. That's another bite animation. Oh, Koso, do you need me to punch the insect once to help you out? Okay, okay. It looks like he knows the target, but he's like, how do you say it? It's not bee hopping, but he's going back and forth for no reason. Just keep on attacking. Alright, good hit. Oh, there we go. He got him. Now finally, this is the grand update that I've been waiting for a long time, and so I expect a lot of people have been as well. Merged Beast Agito. When Meguna combines Shikigamis in order to form a way stronger being to fight against Gojo in a 3v1 situation. And there's a specific thing you have to do in order to obtain Agito in the survival mode, which is, if we scroll down a bit. So, you need to have Great Serpent dead. You also need to have Round Deer, Tiger Funeral dead. And the reason why those 3 have to be dead, well, technically in the manga it doesn't make sense because, you know, he just merges them. But at least in this mod, the way merging works is by the Shikigamis dying and then they become a brand new Shikigami, which in this case is the Agito. If I go over again, you need to have Great Serpent, Round Deer, and the Tiger Funeral dead in order to achieve Merged Beast Agito. So without further ado, let's summon Agito. Look at that. It has the fully fledged out stance animation, walking animation, and combat animation. It also has its eyes and the tail both glowing. Absolutely beautiful design. So looking at here, we can tell that most likely the tail is the serpent. As you can see, it has like a face and a mouth. And the upper body, or I guess the fur section, is most likely Nue's because the color and the fur represented. Which means the only hint we have for Koso is technically the body and the legs. Like in my head, when I think of Tiger Funeral, I expect it to look like something from, you know, Kung Fu Panda's like the white tiger. That's what I had in my mind, but at least for now, we would never get to know how Koso actually looks like Tiger Funeral. But yeah, just look at this majestic beast. So let's get Agito into action now. Let's summon some big mouse. Look at that! So yeah, the way Agito fights is not only does she have a combat move set like that, you know, punching, kicking, oh my god, barrage attack, dude, this is so sick, isn't it? Like, big credit to everyone who contributed into Orca's mod. Wow, just amazing. So she also summons lightning just like Nue. Let us see if she... Oh, there we go. So yeah, her hits have lightning sparks added into for additional damage. And of course, aesthetically pleasing as well. Dude, I can like summon these big maps forever just to see them get destroyed by Agito. Oh, that is so sick. So, canonical reasons, Agito is nowhere near as strong as Mahoraga, but even then, she is still one of the strongest beings inside this mod, you know, Shikigami wise. And of course, to check out the power, let's have Agito fight against Insect as well. Come on, Agito. Oh. Okay. Surely, that should have been a great representation to show Agito's strength. Even Piercing Ox and Tiger Funeral took good amount of time before they were able to beat the Insect, but Agito managed to do it in just one single barrage attack. Let's see how a 3v1 would work. Good barrage attack. Oh, got 2 already. And got 3 already. And she didn't even take a single damage. Yeah, Agito is a crazy beast. Oh man, I'm so excited. Like, finally the gate towards Meguna's Manhunt and Meguna vs. Gojo rematch has been opened. This is what I've been waiting for a long time. Lastly, we got the 8-handled sword divergent Scylla Divine General Mahoraga. So the very new feature he got is he also has a shifting option now. So if you crouch, the move changes into wheel, and what the wheel is when you click on it, you get Mahoraga's wheel on top of your head now. Which means, just like in the manga, Meguna is now able to use his own physical body, well technically, and Megumi's soul in order to absorb and make Mahoraga develop the immunity against any curse techniques. And another best thing about this is, whenever you summon Mahoraga now, it would be adapted to everything that you have faced. So if you lived long enough in Gojo's Unlimited Void, the Mahoraga that you spawn would instantly break the domain expansion that Gojo has done. Lastly, another thing to note, once you have activated the wheel, it is free to summon Mahoraga whenever you want now. As you can see, the cost is only 0. Technically, this is unrelated to Meguna because he never used it, but I thought I'd showcase it either way because Chimera Shadow Garden has gotten an update as a domain. And what I mean by this is, if you guys remember the old Chimera Shadow Garden, whenever you summoned the domain, it was only the floor that got covered by shadow. But now, just like in the anime/manga, the shadow actually covers whatever wall or the ceiling it touches. So now you can actually use your surrounding to make a closed border using the domain. So let me showcase you what I mean by that actually. Let me do it in open space first. So if you do it in open space, okay, ignore that wall there. So this is usually what happens. It's just on the floor only, which means if your opponent is at like the edge, he can just escape away. So now, if you do a domain expansion inside the building, for example, like right here, Ryoiki Tenkai, Kango An Eite. Just like that, the whole place has been covered by your domain expansion. The only downside I'd say is technically people can escape if there's even a slight exit, so you just gotta make sure you find like a perfect place. Another thing is, since everything is covered by like this darkness of shadow, it's very hard to tell where's the wall and where isn't. Like, yeah, you might get lost even though it's your own domain. I'd say this is actually super sick though. Megumi's domain has gotten a huge buff. I'd say this is actually a game changer for the Megumi's domain expansion, because for people who have watched my Manhunt videos, you would know that even when whoever was using Megumi trapped me inside a building and used their domain expansion, I can still just break the blocks and escape from the domain. But now that the walls are also covered by shadow, that means I'm actually trapped. So yeah, it's a game changer, this new domain update for Megumi. He is way better now. I believe the best way to showcase Mahoraga's wheel is to fight Gojo Satoru, the strongest modern sorcerer himself. So yeah, that's what we are going to be doing now. We are entering the combat phase, so no more of that review section. Let's take a look how updated Meguna's 10 Shadows technique would fare against Gojo Satoru, which he keeps on hiding behind this tree. Huh? Wait, what? Where did he go? Gojo, I'm not here to play hide and seek with you today. Wait, Oh, there he is. Alright. So once I enter survival mode, the fight's going to begin immediately. Whenever Gojo is going to use Unlimited Void, I'm going to purposely get hit by it so I can show you guys the full effects of Mahoraga's Wheel. And for that to happen... What the heck? He already shot Holo Purple? I mean, technically, he did start it off with Holo Purple for the fight. Okay, so now that we got the wheel, let's start adapting to his moves. And another common mistake that people make that are not familiar with this mod is that... Okay, I forgot to enable domain amplification. There you go. Whenever you are adapting, when the wheel is on your head, your body itself will not be immune or adapt to the opponent's curse technique. It's just that the Mahoraga that you are going to summon later is going to be adapted to the move. So, not yourself, it's the Mahoraga. Okay. Let's have some physical fight. Good hit, good hit. Alright. You gotta make sure we heal a bit as well. You know what? Instead of wasting time, I'm just gonna begin off the domain fight and end the domain myself, which is very stupid, but it's for the sake of the video, I have to do it. Ryoiki Tenkai. Fukuma Mizushi. There we go. And I'm gonna cancel my domain. There we go. My domain's canceled. Gojo's Unlimited Void has won, and now I am inside the state of not being able to use my brain. I am empty right now. He is completely going to destroy me. So, once you are inside this scenario where, you know, you are inside someone's domain, you have to pray that you don't die. And what I mean by just don't pray is, once a specific amount of time has passed, the wheel would automatically spawn Mahoraga, and then that Mahoraga will break Gojo's domain. There we go. Mahoraga has adapted, and now he has summoned. He will break the domain. And I believe he already did break the domain. And now we just have to wait for our cooldown to end, and then we can help out Mahoraga in his fight again. Okay. There we go. We are back. And Mahoraga is already fighting Gojo. And Gojo, if you thought this was a 2v1, you are very, very wrong. Hangoju, Agito. Now we have Makora and Agito both to help us out in the fight. Oh, that is so sick, dude. With this latest update since Agito Osa's animation, everything just looks so much better. Alright. Come on, Gojo. Come up. I'm gonna re-enable my domain amplification so I can help out the physical fight. Technically, I can just use my domain expansion to finish him off most likely, but to make this a cinematic, interesting fight, I'm going to be using just physical attacks using my domain amplification. Alright, let's go, boys. Make sure I don't forget to heal as well. Come on, get some hits. Come on, brat. Gojo is actually in a terrible state right now. The only way he can win is for probably to aim for Agito and finish him off first, and then use his Holo Purple. Ow, okay. Keep on going, Makora. Nice. And as we are fighting, Makora is also adapting. Nice hits, nice hits. Right, whenever I hear the electric sparking sounds, I always think Gojo's charging off his Holo Purple, but it's actually just Agito. Okay. Using his blue to suck in Agito. If that finished Agito off, he could have been in a very good place, but sadly, that did not happen. Ooh. Let me knock him back. Oh, okay. He went that way. Another blue. He really loves pushing me back, but it's alright. Whenever he pushes me back, Agito and Mahoraga are on the attack as well. Okay, he just did another Holo Purple. Keep on attacking him. Did he just kill Mahoraga? I must... Oh, never mind, never mind. Mahoraga is over there. Alright, keep on hitting, keep on hitting. Nice, nice. Come on, Gojo. Is that all you got? Your students are watching, you know? Couple more hits. Exchanging some barrage attacks between each other. That was it for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. The ending's pace kind of started becoming abrupt, but hey, you know what? It's like chapter 246, you know? Oh man, 246 is an evil number for Jujutsu Kaisen fans at this point. Okay, anyway, if there's any other content ideas you guys have, make sure to leave a comment and I'll try my best to read it during my free time. Some couple of ideas that I am already planning is, of course, Manhunt, because I haven't done that in a long time, and these latest updates, especially the 1.20 migration, has been insane. You know, I'm very excited to see what kind of quality I can create now. And on top of that, I think one of the PvP videos I'm keen as well, now that we have animation added to the mod. And of course, there's a couple of characters that I haven't finished reviewing or showcasing yet, so I am going to make sure those are ready in the future as well. Once again, thank you all for watching till the very end, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!